Alright, had a quick connection issue. So we've been removed from the lobby, so we have to get back in real quick. So it'll be just a moment until we get back in. There we go. And we should be in here momentarily. For the Tier 3. I can never pronounce this course right. Abu Dhabi, I think it is. I never say this right. Oh, that just looks like a terrible chicane. Reason I don't race. Not because I'm bad. Because of that chicane solely. I'm board with J-Dog. I'm gonna turn my game volume down here. It's quite loud. Oh, I hate how it makes me turn these all back on again. Alright. I have not commentated on a Tier 3 race yet, and this is the actual tier supposed to be commentating on. On board J-Dog. Not actually raced on this track before, so it'll be interesting. I'm not gonna have 2 races to commentate on it last, like Japan in week 1. As now we're up to 11. So they're gonna keep the short session, I believe. As we should be seeing a fast lap coming soon here from JXC. JXC is gonna go wide. He's gonna spin it a bit there. He's gonna wait for J-Dog to pass. So now here comes J-Dog down the straight. And on a flying lap. A very long straightaway there by Sector 2. 2 very long straightaways in pretty close succession. So it'll be interesting to see how the drivers go for some passes on those straightaways. Especially this DRS. Let's see him hit this DRS. It's quite a long straightaway. Should be able to get some nice passes. Good racing action here in Abu Dhabi. He's going to come around a quick couple corners and hit another DRS zone. They kind of round a light corner there and rejoin the track. Replica goes 139.8 in the Williams. J-Dog rocking the all-white Red Bull as he gets around that really sharp corner. He's going to go a bit wide up on that curb. Could be a pretty good lap time. Coming down the straight. And he is going to go fastest, so 138.1. Rounding these succession of pretty squared off corners is going to be Seb's. I think J-Dog has retired from the session, and he has. Seb gets kind of high up on that curb, still goes fastest with a 137.5. And Nathan has been disqualified from the session for driving the wrong way. I don't think I've actually ever seen that before in a race. But Nathan will be disqualified and will be starting last for driving the wrong way. I'm on board with Rocker here. Rocker on the final corner. Very slow lap for him. It's going to go 142. Guy's now getting really a couple good corners there. Getting a bit high on those curbs. Gonna go a bit wide there. Now on board with Crafty. Just started out a flying lap in the Alpine. Now, I was discussing F1 the other day with my family, and my sister said Alpine, and I just wanted to throw up. It's Alpine. I corrected her for a solid 5 minutes. Like, it just disgusted me. Good chunk of DRS, all in pretty good succession. They do have that little corner there to slow it up a bit. Also, as well, just to kind of confirm passes, because it could be really tense battles. You could be like a second back on somebody coming into the first DRS zone, make it up, get in front of them on the corner, and then the person that you just passed now has DRS behind you on the next straight, and you lose that position back. So it'll be interesting to see how the drivers tackle those two long DRS zones. Here comes Crafty, goes fastest with a 137.5. Just a hair faster than Seb's. As now he's going to go way off, just slow up, move off to the side. I believe that is Lethal Pete. No, it was Inspector. Inspector Wreck coming on to the second DRS. Seb's now goes fastest with a 136.8 in the mediums. That is a fast time for those mediums. Inspector Wreck now coming into Sector 3, coming into those little tight corners. Now he's just got one corner left. And let's see what type of time he's going to put up here. Fifth fastest of 138.172. Rocky out another outlap. Blitz coming down. Blitz goes fastest. The 136.2. And JXC is going to go second fastest. 136.6. So quick lap times here. And very competitive so far, very close lap times. Looks like it's going to be a very competitive race. Now JXC. It's a bit wild. Specta is gonna spin it. Everybody's spinning right now. And here comes Rocker, about to start a flying lap. He's got one corner left now. And off he's gonna go. As a yellow in every sector. What's happened is unknown. Looks like, I believe that's Mr. Lethal Pete is going to let him by. So now Rocker's gonna hit the first DRS straight. Now he's coming to the end of the DRS. He is 7/10 faster than his last lap. That 7/10 might only get him about 2 positions, maybe 3, depending on how much he improves. As he comes around, has he had his lap time invalidated? He might have. And he has had his lap time invalidated. I believe so. So he would have posted a 140, which still would have had him in last. But his lap was invalidated, so Rocker's gonna have to go again. With about 5 minutes left in the session to try and scratch a bit more of those points. Or a bit higher up to try and get some more points in the race. Still very excited to see what's going to come out of these 2 DRS zones. Gonna see Mr. Lethal Pete, I believe, has crashed out of the session. Don't know what's happened to him. Maybe we can get a look from Crafty's. No, that's not Crafty. That's JC. Yeah, he's already passed him. JC on an out lap. He might have had. He's had his time invalidated on the out lap. Possibly why he's taking it so slow, but he's gonna have to, depending on how quickly Sebs gets up there, might have to move. He's gonna go off the track here and just completely annihilate that corner. He's already had his time invalidated. Let's see, Rocker. There we go. Rocker goes fast as 135.8. That's the time he needed to get. As Sebs is now really closing up that gap on JXC. JXC is going to have to move here pretty soon. Unless he finishes the lap in time. Seb's getting those tires warmed up one last time before heading into the final corner. As we're going to be on boards with Seb's here. Probably the last lap time he'll be able to get in. Well, the last lap time he'll be able to get in. Currently sitting 4th. Can he improve? JXC, I believe, has spun it into the wall. Already tad bit faster in Sector 1. as he heads onto the first DRS straight. As he heads now into the second DRS straight, we're going to hop on board. And he is flying at the moment. That DRS capable of very high top speeds, especially on these longer straights. Around here into a kind of a boxed off sweeping corner. Very boxy these turns are at Abu Dhabi. As he's got one corner to go here. Let's see where this lap time. He's going to be 3.5 tenths faster. Slower, I mean. So he's going to remain fourth, as people are going to really get one more shot at a lap. Blitz's lap has been invalidated, so I don't think he'll be able to run again. Crafty is now on a flying lap. He'll get this lap. Gamer Owen, not seeing a huge amount from him this race. Currently sitting 6th. Has his lap invalidated, so that should be about where he ends. I think Crafty is looking for some more times. Comes down to the first DRS straight. And now looks like Crafty. Looks like Blitz did get that lap off. So Crafty and Blitz gonna be the last two. Alright, and here comes the pair. Crafty, now just got a couple corners left. See what kind of lap time he's going to put up here for the final lap. Final corner. This is the potential to be super solid, and he's going to go third fastest to 136.4. As now Blitz. I believe Blitz spun or got a little loose on some part. He's going to remain second. So there is your qualifying. So currently sitting on pole is going to be Rocker, Blitz, Crafty, Crafty JXC, and Alpine second row, and Mercedes third row. So let's see if they're going to go for a bit of teamwork here in the race, with Alpine and Mercedes having two of the same row. Looking at the rest, it looks like the Red Bull, AlphaTauri, Williams, Alfa Romeo, Ferrari, and Aston Martin all only have one representative. So Crafty JXC, will they be able to fend off Sebs and Gamer Owen on that first corner and those first DRS zones once DRS will get enabled? Either way, without the DRS, you're still going to get some pretty good slipstream action. So now with 11 racers, and surely going to be a chaotic race, we will see how many finish. All right, starting soon, we will have the formation lap. And they're going out here for the formation lap. So Rocker going to be starting on pole. He's got to be feeling pretty good after that really quick lap time. As they will be coming onto the second DRS straight, getting ready here, as their formation lap will be closing fairly soon. And Rocker pacing ahead on this formation lap. Now he's going to slow a bit as they approach the final couple corners. I don't know what's happened to Inspector Rec, but he's back at the line. Don't know if he's crashed or something, but he is back at the line already. As here they come back onto the line. Now this has got to be one of the best seats in the house right here, JXC. And the lights are on. And it's lights out and away we go. Rocker getting out to the inside, but here comes Crafty. It looks like Sebs is going to get around JXC to start. Lethal Pete up 3 positions. Mr. Lethal Pete way up. It looks like we've had a collision between Replica and no, it looks like Sebs. Sebs gets dropped way back. Gamer Owen up 2. Gamer Owen gets spun around a little bit, but it's going to save it. As here comes JXC on the inside. It's going to kind of make a little bit of contact, but JXC gets around. A sight to see so far here. And Gamer Owen take back that position around JXC. Nathan's going to go around Inspector Rec. Gamer Owen goes a bit wide on that corner. J-Dog looking to the inside of Pete. Not going to be able to get around though. So, looks like possibly, no, he's going to hold off. So it looks like not much has changed. Sebs gets dropped way back. Oh, and a bit of contact there, a lot of contact there. Kind of dives into the nose. Here comes Nathan. And a good racing first start here. Looking to the inside is Nathan. Not going to give them. And a hectic first lap. So the summary of this first lap here, Mr. Lethal Pete forced to go to the pit, same with Inspector Rec for damage. So what we've learned after this first lap, we have Rocker way out front. Looks like possibly that's J-Dog. It is J-Dog possibly pushing to a wall. But Nathan up 5, Gamer Owen up 1, Replica up 3. Everyone below has dropped, but the top 4 has not changed. A very chaotic first start. Gamer Owen trying to get around JXC. He's going to have another long straight to do so. And he's going to look to make a move. Next turn is going to be in his favor, but he's not going to be able to get around. As now the pack kind of spread out a bit, except for these two. We've not seen a huge run yet. We've also not seen DRS enabled yet. Blitz kind of making up some time here on Rocker. Gotta remember, Rocker was solidly, I think, 0.3 of a second faster. There goes Rocker again. And JXC is gonna DNF. What's happened to Nathan, I don't know. He has finally gotten back up to speed, but JXC has been forced to DNF. I think he spun it there on that final corner, or we might have had a collision as the VSC has come out. Lethal Pete and Inspector Rec both dropped out early. Seb's dropped out way early, but was able to catch up. Those Lethal Pete and Inspector Rec went to the pits with presumably damage. Replica gets drive-through penalty. As we're back to green. Now this is really gonna close up this gap here between Blitz and Rocker. And I mean really close up this gap. Blitz looking for a move down the straight. And he's gonna get the move. So Blitz moves up into first. As we have a tight battle here. It looks like Lethal Pete gonna try and get to the inside contact between the two. And it looks like Inspector Rec will be able to hold them off as they come into the second DRS straight. The two are miles behind the rest of the field, but they are still racing. They still have their own race. They're still trying to get those points as Lethal Pete goes up and gets the pass. Gamer Owen gets time penalty. Rocker, will Rocker be able to make up some time here on the next DRS straight? We have a kind of three-way conga line going on here. J-Dog getting around as Replica goes to the pits, and Crafty's gonna get inside. What a move by Crafty. Couldn't get a very good angle on it, but Crafty's just gonna slide in between Rocker and Blitz. I think Blitz got a bit wide, and that allowed Rocker and Crafty to sneak through. It's now Crafty gonna have DRS here, but Blitz is gonna get DRS on Crafty, and he's got the slipstream. Going for the move. He's gonna go to the inside, goes way wide. Oh, and there's a wreck. Crafty goes right into Blitz. I believe they'll be able to continue the race. Here comes the VSC, and I think surely the stewards are gonna place blame on Blitz there. Blitz goes really aggressive through that corner. Brakes really late, slams into Rocker. Rocker's able to recover, but then Blitz spins and hits Crafty, who's just trying to come around the corner. So chaos unfolds on that corner, and I think the blame's gonna have to go on Blitz. Stewart's decision will be out later. A chaotic incident is now Blitz also forced to go to the pits. And he's going to pick up 5 seconds in the pit lane. Going to be able to make up some position. Rocker's front wing has appeared to be okay. Crafty, yep, has completely lost his as he runs into the pits. Here comes Crafty into the pit. We will certainly see Crafty's point of view later. Crafty looks like was just rounding the corner and he had no place to go. He tried to avoid him, but he had no place to escape. As Nathan up 9 positions. Now the 2 Mercedes. Sebs, who dropped way back at the beginning of the race, up to 3rd. I believe now we're back to green. Inspector Rec is retired. Looks like Rocker has a big lead. All right, a little glitchy there for Rocker. Sebs picks up the time penalty. So, from that incident we had there on the corner, looks like Crafty goes way down to 8th. Rocker is A-okay. He didn't have any damage. And it looks like, because he managed to escape that corner all right, Blitz goes down to 5th. So now Rocker sitting with a comfortable lead. Blitz gets around J-Dog. And he will get around J-Dog. Now J-Dog is gonna maybe try and get a move here around Blitz, but now as they're heading into the corners, he might not have the straightaway to do so. So a very spread out race we have here now. This is the closest gap, is right here. Unless at some point they bring out a safety car, it could stay this way for quite a while. Blitz. He's gonna stay there. Sebs goes down as he goes into the pits. McLaren's got to be feeling pretty good right now. Both of their drivers are going to be scoring points if they can just keep them both in. Crafty goes fastest, 140. It's a shame they don't have instant replays from spectating view. That would make a lot of this a lot easier. Especially for the stewards. They'd just be able to pop back, check the replay, check it from different points of view. But unfortunately they do not have that, which is a shame. That could be a pretty useful addition. Hitting one of the pillars there is J-Dog. They're a fourth of the way through this race, and we have seen a whole lot going on. As Rocker goes into the pits, that's going to give Nathan up 10 positions the lead. Nathan's just been able to stay out of trouble. Started in dead last, but has stayed out of trouble and has worked his way up. And now he is sitting in a good second, but we need to see how old those tires are. Has not stopped yet, but he did not even set a lap time, so he was able to choose the mediums. And that choice might have paid off, as he's going to get to wait a while until he pits. If you look at the mini-map, you'll really get a sense of how spread out this race is. Nobody is near anybody. Except for maybe down here. Lethal Pete kind of goes off the track. Gamer Owen. Will he be able to keep up the pace? J-Dog. Looks like he's able to. He's going to get a clean pass. And he should be able to hold on that position for Mercedes. J-Dog goes off the track a bit there. J-Dog is going to get the time penalty for going off the track just a bit too much. Replica's going to get the same. Now Gamer Owen up into fourth. Massive gaps everywhere, not a whole lot of racing happening. It's Rocker 12 seconds behind Nathan. Closest we have here. Bit towards the back. Lethal Pete, Crafty, and Replica. Crafty having a good session until that incident. You see the three of them coming down. But really, not a whole lot of action here, as these can't catch a slipstream. If he could catch a slipstream on him, then this could be a great opportunity to pass and pick up a couple more points. As you can just see the fans, the AI fans going wild. They love seeing all the battles. Nathan finally goes to pit. Will he have enough time? Where will Nathan be when he comes out of the pits? He's going to be in third. It appears. Here we go. This is what we needed. Crafty and Pete. We have a yellow in sector 1. And there goes Replica. Replica's gone, and he's going to swing to the outside. Little bump. Nothing too bad. J-Dog goes way back, and they're going to pull out the safety car. No. Right as Crafty was about to try and make a move on Pete. They're going to pull out the safety car, and we're down to 8 drivers. So this will bring the pack back together, which will be good for some more racing, because we have yet to have a lot of that, minus the first 2 laps. Now Rocker heads into the pits after only 2 laps on these tires. Sam will blitz, so that's going to mean Nathan will be out in the lead on the restart. Blitz here. Changes to the hards. So does Rocker. So I think they're going to try and stick it in for the long haul and maybe pit for softs later in the race, depending on how long these hards will last. So coming out of the pits, it's going to be Nathan, Rocker, Gamer Owen, Blitz, J-Dog, Crafty, Sebs, and Pete. There's Pete heading to the pits. Let's see this. Beautiful pit stop by the Ferrari team. Absolutely beautiful. As the field's starting to plump up a bit. As the safety car should provide us a bit more action here in Abu Dhabi. It looks like the pack is definitely starting to catch up to him. Everyone's mostly caught up, but they're going to have to go around a couple more laps until Pete catches up. Now the whole field is caught up, so maybe we'll see some racing again. So let's see what kind of restart we're gonna see here. In terms of tires, everybody on fresh tires, except for Crafty and Gamer Owen. Penalties. Gamer Owen, J-Dog, Crafty, and Sebs have 3 seconds worth. Stops. Everybody's had at least 1 stop. Position change. Nathan, up 10 positions from the beginning of the race. He's just stayed out of trouble, and it's really paid off. Interesting corner they're going to have to try and restart on. Be on board with probably Blitz here for this restart. So they're going to have to come around a pretty sharp corner. gonna hop on board with Gamer Owen, actually. Not a very good run for Gamer Owen, but a great run for Nathan and Rocker. Going for a pass already is Crafty. Crafty's gonna get around. Good move by Crafty. Get some competition in the back here. Pete trying to gain some ground. It looks like Gamer Owen looking for Rocker. Blitz trying to fight back. He's gonna get around Crafty. Crafty right with him, side by side. Looks like Crafty's barely gonna squeak by. But Blitz is not having any of it. Crafty kind of moving over into Blitz, moves way over into Blitz. As Blitz is going to let Crafty through. Seb's gonna get around Pete. Now Gamer Owen getting some time on Rocker. He's gonna look to the outside. And he's gonna run out of room. Gamer Owen runs out of room there. Nathan kind of has a runaway here. Seb's trying to put some time here on J-Dog. But here we have Crafty trying to get that position back from Gamer Owen that he lost way earlier in the race. He's not going to have the pace to do it at the moment, but he might have it on the straights. The gap's getting smaller between Owen and Crafty. So here we go to the outside. Now Gamer Owen has to give him room. He's gonna get behind. Gamer Owen goes off the track a bit much there. So Gamer Owen should still be in the lead after this, but here comes Blitz. Blitz trying to get around. They make contact and they spin. Blitz and Crafty both involved in another incident. And we will need to clip that one. This could be, depending who's on fault here, a lot of penalties. Poor stewards. The poor stewards. The race will continue, however, with Mr. Lethal Pete trying to put some ground on Seb's. Crafty's gonna pick up a time penalty. Sorry if I was a bit quiet there. And now Blitz up into 6th. Look here, Seb's with his teammate, and his teammate's just gonna let him through. Gamer Owen, or maybe he doesn't let him through. They both have equally good pace, but Mr. Lethal Pete is gonna make this a battle. We see Mr. Lethal Pete trying to break that top 3. Pete's going to pick up a 3-second time penalty. Crafty's going to pick up a time penalty. Here comes Pete, trying to fend off Gamer Owen. Tight battle between the two. All right, Gamer Owen with DRS. No one behind him, really. And I'm sure Mr. Lethal Pete can just see Gamer Owen creeping up on him. Sorry, I just realized my mic was muted for a bit. Crafty goes way off the track there with a battle between Mr. Lethal Pete and Gamer Owen. But now Crafty looking at Blitz, seeing if he can get a pass. The two have been involved in 2 incidents already. High tensions. Here we are, coming around these corners. Gamer Owen really close behind Mr. Lethal Pete as he's going to hit DRS. He's getting a huge run. That gap closed up a lot. He's going to dodge to the inside, and Gamer Owen he's not going to be able to keep it, but a very interesting move by Gamer Owen. He's going to opt for the inside here again. Not going to be able to get it, but Gamer Owen pulls off a little tricky maneuver there to try and get around Mr. Lethal Pete, but it's not going to succeed as Crafty goes way off the track again. Gamer Owen's not stopping. He's really looking for that position. He wants a 3-4 Mercedes. That gap is still closing. Mr. Lethal Pete gets a better corner, though. Now he has a limited amount of time, Mr. Lethal Pete, until he's going to have to play some major defense against Gamer Owen. Gamer Owen going to get the better of those corners, but he's going to go a bit wide at the apex. We have a yellow in Sector 2, and was it Crafty? Might have been. Anyway, here comes Mr. Gamer Owen. Not going to be close on this run. Gamer Owen getting a bit wide of the apexes of those corners. It might be costing him some time. It looks like Mr. Lethal Pete will hold on to his lead of 4th for another lap. Still an incredible job here by Nathan to be able to keep this lead he's getting over Rocker after all these laps. You can see Rocker's trying to catch up, but he's not having much success. Nathan is just pulling way ahead. And as Blitz got around Gamer 0-0, Gamer 0 was just in the pits. There was a delay in the screen. Look at tires here. Nathan on the mediums, Rocker on the hard, same with Sebs. Gamer 0 goes in for the softs. Is he going to try and get those softs to last the rest of the race? Crafty's going to need to pit probably this lap. He's on pretty old mediums. However, he could probably stay out a couple more laps and go for a guaranteed soft. As we see, the pack has spread out again. And Rocker getting close. Putting some time on, even with slower tires. If we can get within that 1 second, this could be huge for him. He is fighting his way through these corners. He's within 1 second at the moment, but he's going to need to hold it. Now he is well within a second as Nathan goes to the pits. So Rocker back out in the lead. Nathan presumably going for softs. He's going to have to challenge Rocker. He'll have the tires to do so, but will he have the time? We have 9 laps remaining. Looks like Crafty going to the pits as well, like I predicted. And now here's a good battle we're going to see. Blitz and Lethal Pete. Pretty close to this DRS zone. Blitz really close behind. Blitz is going to get a better corner. Now, how will this DRS zone play out? Here comes Blitz creeping. Pete is going to be able to hold him off. For the first DRS zone. Gets a little wide, Pete there. Now Blitz, they're going to be side by side. Pete's going to maybe take it back. They're going to be close. And another spin. Both are going to be able to recover. But Blitz could be handed a handful of penalties. Couldn't really see who was at fault there. Nathan moves up into 4th, gets around Pete. But Blitz could be dealing with some heavy penalties after this race. Here's Nathan to the inside. A little bit of bumping there, but he's going to get around. So Nathan gets top 3 again. Let's see. I believe he switched to the softs, and he has. Here comes Blitz and Lethal Pete, 2 boxes. Now, Rocker's going to be able to presumably hold out this race on those tires. Same with Sebs. So maybe, possibly just a better pit strategy is going to lead them to a higher placement than Nathan. Nathan having an excellent race nonetheless. Surely we'll get driver of the day, moving up, I believe, 8 positions. Yes, 8 positions. As now, the close gaps have been eliminated, and we're back to very spread out racing. We have somebody close to getting within a second. that's going to be Crafty on Blitz. And Pete, semi-close to Crafty. Pete, getting some distance. Nathan sets the fastest lap. Blitz is within a second of J-Dog. So Blitz caught up in many incidents today. Whether he caused them or not will be up to the stewards. Crafty goes fastest. But he is involved in, I think, 3. Could Blitz pull off a pass before the DRS? No, but he should be able to get a pretty good pass in the DRS. He is on the softs, and J-Dog is on the mediums. So he should be able to get around pretty comfortably, and he is. More than a car's length ahead. We'll just move over to the racing line. And he has himself a clean pass. But now, J-Dog's going to get a turn at the DRS. And I think this is just going to stop him from losing too much time. Bit slow. Gain bounce back. Gets a bit of curb. Look at this. Crafty and Lethal Pete within a second of each other. J-Dog is going to have to do some fighting to hang on. They are super close, touching a bit there. Crafty to the side. Gonna go around. Gets forced off the track. Lethal Pete. No, it's J-Dog. J-Dog gets crashed out. And we have a safety car. What's happened? We have a safety car with not too many laps to go, as it looks like J-Dog looks like we're having some debates here. What's going to be the ruling on that latest crash? Looks like it's going to be, did Crafty get around J-Dog? That will be the ruling on this latest one. I now have 3 clips I have to find. Much work for the commentators to make sure that they report the clips to the stewards. But now this will give Rocker, Nathan going back as he pitted. Rocker should have a good chance at a win. So we're going to have not many laps left to race. I don't even know if the DRS is going to come out in time. Rocker and the safety car miles ahead of their pack. So now they've all caught up a bit. Lethal Pete a bit far back. So now the pack is caught up, but they're going to have to go around another lap for Lethal Pete unless they just decide to leave him behind, which I don't think they can do. So we're going to have a 3-4 lap face-off for the win between Rocker, Gamer Owen, Seb, Nathan, Blitz, Crafty, and Mr. Lethal Pete. And honestly, I think anybody in that top 6, well, Lethal Pete's a bit far behind, but if he can get up there, anybody in that top 4, I think, has a good chance to win. Nathan's been playing really solid defense, so I think he'll be able to hold off Blitz, but will he have a bit of the speed to get up to Seb's, Owen, and Rocker? So they will go around another lap. Mercedes teammates, both currently sitting on the podium. Could be a very nice points finish for the two of them. As Lethal Pete's caught up, so the safety car will be in this lap, presumably. I will be right back. And we are back. Very intense restart we're gonna see. Safety car will be in this lap, it has been confirmed. So, we're gonna hop on board with Nathan. He's had very solid racing this whole race. So we're gonna go Seb's. We can have a bit clearer view of the top 2. It's all gonna depend on who gets a good restart. We saw last time Nathan and Rocker got a good restart and they just pulled way out ahead. So we're on to the last 2 corners. Warming up the tires. As here we go. Safety car is pulling into the pits. Getting really wide as Seb's. Gamer Owen, Rocker, I think definitely had the best restart. Blitz gonna try and challenge Nathan here with 3 laps. A 3-lap shootout for the win. Here comes Nathan. Gonna try and get around Seb's. Avoids contact there. Decides to back off. But now Seb's, he's got to remember to work with Gamer Owen. They are teammates. It looks like they're trying to pass each other at certain points where they don't really need to be. As no, did we lose Crafty? We lost Crafty. As long as he finishes, he will still get a points finish. Around the outside, an aggressive move by Nathan, but it's gonna pay off. Nathan with the great move, and it's a double pass. Nathan and Blitz get around Gamer Owen. Great move by the 2. As now Pete and Gamer Owen fighting it out. Pete's gonna have to fall back though. Rocker out to a 2-second lead. And he looks like if he can just keep up the pace, he should have a win. But the back of the pack is very chaotic. Pete is going to clear Gamer Owen. Now we have the Mercedes, the Aston Martin, and Gamer Owen's going to pick up a time penalty, and the McLaren. I know, is Gamer Owen spun? He has spun, no. And he's being forced to pull into the pits with, I think, wing damage. And here comes that orange, shiny McLaren. But now Nathan, he's already got top 3. He's got the podium. But is he content with the podium? I don't know. Let's see, we might have a lap of DRS. That would be very interesting to see what kind of late moves they'll try and make. Putting on some good time is Nathan. So Lethal Pete's going to pick up time penalties, so a lot of penalties. So I think the people with penalties are really going to be hit hard here. I think Nathan has a chance to finish second because of Seb's penalties. A lot of penalties throughout this race. Good corner there by Nathan. These, in my opinion, are the most important corners. We've seen a lot of passes on this very sharp corner. Blitz putting on some time on Nathan. It's going to be a close battle here. As we come onto the DRS will be enabled. So this will be a very intense final lap, as they're going to vie out for the lead. If Nathan can just stay within 1 second of Seb's, we'll have a very intense battle. As Nathan already got some good time on Seb's, could he grab second place or for P2? He still will more than likely get second place regardless. But can he grab P2 and just absolutely secure it? At this point, if we just take a look at the penalties, it is 3 seconds, so if he stays within 3 seconds, he'll get it. But if he makes Seb's lose some time, he could hurt Seb's and hurt Mercedes, while still helping himself. Come onto this next DRS zone. I don't know if he has the pace. Blitz is getting some pace. Nathan really gonna go for it here. 2/10 behind. Nathan, he's gonna go for it. And he's gonna get it. Nathan's gonna get the pass. What a pass by Nathan, and he's gonna secure P2. Nathan, driver of the day right here. I don't care what the game says. He has deserved it for an incredible race. He just has 2 corners left, as we're going to see Rocker go to the finish. Blitz going to try and challenge Seb's. Blitz going to pick up a time penalty in the process. But Rocker's going to win with P1. Here comes Nathan, P2, Seb's P3, Blitz P4, Pete P5. So now we're going to have a quick delay. Crafty P6, and Gamer Owen's going to finish P7. What a race. Many incidents, but an incredible race all around. Rocker able to keep his pole. Nathan moves up from dead last. Just an incredible race by Nathan. Certainly he must get driver of the day here. And yes, he will. Much deserved driver of the day. As we see on the podium here, it's going to be Rocker. Rocker is going to take the win officially. So your official standings is going to be Rocker first, Nathan second, with driver of the day, Seb's third, Blitz 4, Pete 5, Crafty 6, Gamer Owen 7, Swish Dog 8. But he's going to, from this point on, the Swiss Dog, I believe. Unless, did Gamer Owen crash out? I don't think he did. He did not. So Swish Dog, Replica, Inspector Rec, and JXC. All DNF. All right, and that will be the stream. Thank you all for